Okay, my name is Olufumlayo Fakoya and known as Sought Out by my husband, who is Oyetola Fakoya. Yeah, I'm a sibling of 5 and I'm the second in line. So I was born in London, but at a point our parents just decided, okay, it's time for you to have a feel of what Africa is about. So we're actually taken back to Nigeria then. So most of my upbringing was more in Nigeria. My primary school, secondary school, and my higher institution was mainly in Nigeria anyway. So I had like a feel of what Africa is anyway, the language and things like that. Yeah.
And you're a Christian. Have you always been a Christian?
Well, my upbringing, I think my parents mainly were kind of moralists. We didn't really, I think once in a while, maybe like Christmas, Easter, maybe when we go to our hometown, which is Ikenne. Yes, we have the opportunity because we spend most of our long vacs and festive periods in our hometown, which is Ikenne. So maybe then we just go to church once in a while, but not the frequent Christian anyway. So just brought up as a moralist. My father was very strict. Gosh, very strict. But well, it paid anyway. So that's just it. But it was actually after my secondary school, because normally after your secondary school, the next thing is what they call JAM. Joint Matriculation Board. So it's a board whereby which you have to do some exams to get into a higher institution. But I did my GCSEs, but I didn't get into the higher institution immediately. So I didn't have the opportunity. Yes. So it was during that section, I think the way God works, sometimes he uses individual people, that come into your life to kind of guide you even in the path that you're going to go. And it was during this period whereby which I was seeking for admission. I think it must have been God. God just dropped it in the mind of my dad then that because we used to go to Methodist Church. Yeah, as I said, Methodist Church. It just dropped. We had moved to a particular area then, and my dad just said, there I can see there's a Methodist church around the area. Why don't you start going there? Things like that anyway. So that was after my secondary school. I just started going to that church. But the time but I've been having that interaction, about Christianity and anything, but not really, But I had a neighbor then who lived down the building we were. Yeah, she was a Christian and she used to go to Foursquare. So there was just a particular Sunday. She just invited me and said, would you mind to come for a particular service? So I was invited, and it was on that Sunday that after the message, an altar call was made, and that was when I gave my life to Christ then. So I can see that. I can't even remember the message, thy kingdom come. So that was actually the message. And it was there that I was led to Christ. But although I gave my life in Foursquare, I still continued attending the Methodist church that I was going, because it was just by the church I was going anyway. So in the course of that, when I joined the church, I was invited into the choir. The youths, I think the youths were having like a special program. So during there, they were just encouraging youths that are new to join a particular group. So I just decided, I think I would join the choir. So I joined the choir. So that was actually where I met my husband anyway, because he was already in the choir then, but we just met as friends, not as intention of getting married or ending up getting married. So that's just it.
Was he a good singer?
He was actually more of playing the drums, But we all had opportunities whereby which maybe on special occasions, the choir master would tell us, okay, you are going to take a special song, you are going to take a special song. But he was mainly on the drums, in drums.
My name is Tokumbo Oshine. I want to talk about Fumi. Fumi Adegboye Fakoyas now. I met Fumi when we were doing our A-levels at Baptist Academy years back. And she's a very quiet lady, easygoing, but she doesn't tolerate nonsense though. And she loves mathematics. She loves calculations. So, you know, I so much admire her mathematic acumen, you know, and she's very brilliant, very smart. She's left-handed. That's the good thing, because not many people are left-handed, and you know that makes her to be one of the smartest in our set. You know, she's ever smiling. You can't see Fumi get annoyed or get upset, you know. But at the same time, she, you know, she doesn't tolerate nonsense from people. So I just want to wish you a happy birthday, Fumi. Many happy returns, long life and prosperity, in good health, happiness, joy. I want to wish you and your husband and family good health and many, many more blessings in the land of the living. So happy birthday once again, and stay blessed.
So, what happened after that then? When you met your husband, that was the first time you met your husband, or husband
Just,
to be.
yeah, just met him as, just as member of the choir. That's just it, yeah.
So, the bit that I'm interested in is when you left Nigeria to go to the UK. That must have been a massive move in your life. Have you ever been to the UK before, and what was that like? That transition.
That transition. Actually, as I said, we met in the choir. We went our ways. He went into a higher institution. I also went into a higher institution. So we went to different higher institutions and everything like that. But it was during our service year, I came back. He also came back, because we both served the same year. And normally that service year, you are transferred to, it's just like being enlisted in the army for 1 year. So you serve your country. So he went to serve in one part of the Nigeria. I went to serve, but it was actually when we came back that, you know, the process started. This one will be a woman material. Oh, this one will be a husband material. But cut the long story short, we got engaged. So it was during that period. After the engagement, you know, the normal engagement, they give you a ring and everything. Actually, my intention was that, okay, at least we got engaged. Okay, since I've finished serving, let's start looking for a job in Nigeria. But it was at that stage of our discussion, you know, we come together, we discuss, we plan how our life is going to be and things like that. We're going to have these many children, this is what we're going to do. So in the course of our discussion was the issue. He now suggests, why don't you, I said, it was really, because my attention was, let's go, let's settle down and, you know, start planning that. So it was really a big move. Because actually, since we moved back to Nigeria, I didn't really come back. So coming back to UK then was kind of a big step, because, you know, I've left the country for quite a while. So it's like starting all over again. It was quite a big move. I know.
And how old were you then?
I was 28. Yeah, 28. Yeah, I think 28. Yeah. 1999, yeah, that's 28.
So you just turned 50?
Yeah. It's just like yesterday. Wow. It's just like yesterday.
And how does that feel?
As they say, sometimes they say age is a number, because I don't think it's changed the feelings. Yeah, but it's just like 50. Just another milestone. Yeah.
And so, what does the future look like for Mr. and Mrs. Bell? What's next?
I believe there's still so much. Yes, we've had our plans, we've had our discussion. This is what we want to achieve in life. But I believe there's still so much that we still need to. It's like when they told, is it Caleb, that although you are this age, there's still so much land that still needs to cover. There's so much land that still needs to cover. So I believe God is keeping us alive because there's still so much that we still need to cover that. So it's like we are starting a new stage in life. I will put it that way. Yeah.
New chapter.
Yes.
Amen. Okay, Miss Fumi, thank you very much. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Good day, all. My name is Olusoji Awojobi, and it is my great honor to wish my very dear sister, friend, and confidant, Fumi Fakoya Nia Degbuyi. Which many of us who know her personally call her Bondi, leftist, smiley, ageless, baby face, etc., etc. Wow. What can I say at a time like this about Sister Fumi, as we fondly call her? Having known her for close to 3.5 decades and still counting, I had the rare privilege of being one of her very few friends and colleagues at the college that remain in contact with her all through these years. So I guess I'm more than qualified to describe her. Fumi is very quiet, reserved, easygoing, unassuming, very humble, accommodating, hospitable. She is focused, intelligent, inquisitive, but she's also firm. She's ever learning, and above all, she loves and fears God, which is the biggest quality any man can possess. Perhaps a deep and devout relationship with God made her a perfect gift for her husband and the family of Fakoyas. I also had the opportunity of knowing her husband very well. And I know that she has been given her husband by God as a perfect gift. Brother Adebayo Fakoya, who was my band leader, he is my personal person. Both of you have shown kindness to my family, both immediate and extended. You have become part of my bigger family, and I'm grateful to have you both as friends. I thank you for giving to the Lord. Today, my prayer for both of you is I'm wishing you the best that life could offer. I'm committing you afresh unto the hands of the Almighty God, who is your first love, to show you grace and kindness, to give you testimonies that the ears of those who hear it will tingle. I pray that your home will remain God's habitation, a place of refuge and fortress. Men and women will serve you. There shall be a performance of that which God has promised and which we have hoped for and still hoping for. You will laugh a laughter of joy and thanksgiving in Jesus' mighty name. Happy Golden Jubilee, my dear sister and brother.
with loads of love from me and my family, my wife, my children, and on behalf of the entire Ojobi family, I say peace and love. God bless you.
Hello, good day, everyone. My name is Olagbuyi Oduni. It's a privilege and honor to be able to pay tribute to a very good friend, and hopefully I can call her a sister, Fumilayo Adegbuyi Fakoya. We met many years ago while doing our A-levels at Lagos Baptist Academy. And because we share the same name, obviously I couldn't wait to meet who that my sister was when I saw the name on the notice board. And eventually I got to know her and realized that, wow, for those who knew her then, she was an Akada Efiko, ever studying. Maths was her favorite subject, and no wonder we nicknamed her after the textbook we're using then by Bonde. So we used to call her Professor Bonde. But apart from that, Fumilayo was a girl that, and I'm sure she's still a very gentle girl, kind, ever willing to help, especially Akada-wise. And of course, from her appearance, from her conduct, she's not just a Christian, but she actually acts and live the values of righteousness. And I think that's what she's been carried on all over her life. And today, I rejoice with her. I celebrate her, join all our well-wishers worldwide to wish her happy 50th birthday. Golden Jubilee is a major milestone. And I pray that you live many more years of peace, love, happiness, prosperity, good health, and I just hope that every one of us that we're still together after this many years will still be together for so long, and hopefully we can experience our 100th. And thank you so much. Congratulations, and have a brilliant celebration. Bye.
This is Tope Mevore wishing Olufumilayo Fakoya a happy 50th birthday. I met Fumi over 15 years ago as work colleague at Instant Muscle. As an accountant, Fumi is a meticulous accountant. And if I had to describe her in just about 3 words, I would say resilient, reliable, and resourceful. I use those 3 words because when I met her at work and we worked together, I came in as the head of finance to change quite a number of things that were not in place. And this involved long hours of work and dedication, even changing systems. And Fumi was so dedicated. I could always rely on her to stay back, to put things in place. Fumi, I may not have thanked you enough at that time. This is an opportunity to say thank you for all the support, and that is what has still kept us together. Another thing about Fumi, she looks like she is an introvert, but she's quick to make friends when she trusts you. She saw an invitation of mine in the photocopier which I left, and she brought it to me and said to me, "Are you having a party?" At that time I was having a birthday party for my daughter. I said yes. She said, "Have you got a photographer?" I said no. She said, "I know a very good one." I said, "Can you recommend him or her?" He said yes. I said, "Who's that?" He said, "My husband, Bayo Fakoya." And ever since, Bayo has taken all the family photographs. So, and it happened that both of them are just days apart. So Bayo, happy 50th birthday from the Imevore family. I'm so happy to be part of this occasion. Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Happy birthday to a dear friend, Fumi Adegbuyi. You are welcome to the Golden Girls Club. I want to say at this moment that that you're a lovable person, so gentle, so kind, and you've been such a wonderful sister that I've known over the last 3 decades. And really, I don't have any regrets knowing you, though we are distant apart, but we are still good friends. I want to say happy Golden Jubilee celebration to you, my darling sister. I want to thank God for your life. I want to thank God for His grace, for mercy, for faithfulness, for keeping you and your family in this last past years. On this big day of yours, on this day of your celebration, I want to honor everything that makes you happy, everything that makes you special. I want to wish you a happy 50th birthday. I want to wish you a dazzling day celebration. I want to wish you the blessing from above. I want to wish you long life. I pray that the remaining half century of your life, you use it in good health. You use it with all peace. You use it, achieving more than you have ever achieved. For me, I pray that God will grant you your heart desire. He will keep you, keep your home, keep your family, grant you peace like a river, grant you everlasting joy.
Ideally, after I proposed to her, and that was after the university days, and we went for service. And after the service here, I was meant to go for my master's in, as I've said earlier, in mass communication in University of Lagos. And the question now is, we now ask ourselves, what is the next stage? What do you want to do? She has two choices, either to stay in Nigeria or to travel back to UK. Let's for her, she doesn't want to come in the first place. But I think we eventually concluded that it would be a good decision for her to come down and continue her studies here and probably start working here, because that will give us that leverage to be able to start a better life in UK compared to Nigeria. So it was really a reluctant decision on our part, because she felt, she'll be leaving me to come down. But I felt, you better go. It's an opportunity. And that's how she had to leave. And then again, the family are also here in UK. Though the mom was in Nigeria then, but the dad was here. And I'm very sure the dad would probably want her to be here so that she can continue her studies. And because...
was that difficult for you, was it?
Not really difficult. It's in as much that I know the kind of person she is, because our decision to say yes in the first place is not because I'm the best or the perfect person that would have probably proposed to her. So for her to have said yes, I am very sure she must have seen more than what I was then, because it wasn't that I'm rich or I have something so spectacular for her to say yes. So to me, letting her off, I'm seeing it from the broader perspective that it's an opportunity for us to have a better life than staying in Nigeria. So then I was quite busy. So immediately I finished the university, as I've said, I joined the photo career, and quite busy for another 3-4 years. Then before we before we now did the planning for the wedding, and she has to come down to Nigeria. We got married in Nigeria, and she flew back to UK. Then within a couple of weeks or months, then I came to join her. So it was a well-planned arrangement, and we thank God that it works.
So you're both in the UK now. So is there been any regrets leaving Nigeria? Do you miss it, or are you happy here with life that God's given you?
Yeah, we're very much happy here. We don't really miss Nigeria, because virtually every day we call Nigeria.
We know everything that is happening in Nigeria. We listen to news in Nigeria. So in terms of better life, definitely, you are much more happier in UK. In terms of safety, you are much more better here in UK. But we pray that things will get better in Nigeria. But there's no regret. I have my wife with me here. So I have nothing to lose.
So you're 50.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
How does that feel?
Before, when people tell you I'm doing my 50th birthday, you say, wow, this woman is old. This man is old. But now, I can't even imagine I'm talking of 50. It's just like that. Yeah, feel cool, feel age has to do with the mind. So I'm still doing everything. I'm doing my photography. I'm still doing it. I'm still carrying my camera. The strength is there. And I try not to add weight. Yeah, so I'm doing well. The best mentor that I have ever thought of is my mom. She's a great mentor. The first university I went was under her roof. Yeah, no. She's a businesswoman to the core. And that's where I got my entrepreneurial skill from. I knew when I was coming out of university that I'm not likely to do 9 to 5 job. I knew that straight away because of the kind of lifestyle my mom lived. If not because of her, we wouldn't have been where we are today. Financially, she was the backbone. And single-handedly built a house, single-handedly trained virtually every one of us because we knew the package that my dad is coming with. We knew that. And there was a support from my dad, knowing fully well that she's a businesswoman. Whenever my dad is being transferred to different parts of the country for mission work, my mom stays in Lagos. But you hardly know that she's not in that location because probably once in a month, you just see her. She'll probably spend 3 days, 4 days with her. Then we have group like Women Fellowship, all those things that she, as a minister's wife, you have to coordinate. She will do it within 1 week, gather people together, encourage them, empower them, choose somebody to lead the team. She withdraws. She comes back to Lagos for her business. And that was how they were able to raise us up. So she single-handedly, I can say, raised 4 of us up. And at the end of the day, my dad really appreciated her. And he always says, no, I'm the man in this house, but there's another man in this house, which is my mom. So she's a businesswoman up to now. She's still firing in her business. So she taught me one lesson, which I will never forget from my mom. This is for mom at this stage. She always used one word. She said, if you live a whole year, that is a whole calendar year, and at the end of the year, by December 31st, if you cannot look back and point out one thing that you have achieved within that year, then you have not lived that year. I find it difficult initially when she used to say, and I can see her proving it. Every year, January 1st, you say, this year, I want to raise this fence. That is our plan for the year. At the end of the year, you will see the fence raised because that is what she has actually planned to. And that has been guiding me. Everything that I've achieved, myself and my wife, we always set a target. This year, this is what we want to achieve. And I realized that it works. That's the power of vision. That's the power of determination. That's the power of speaking life into things that have not existed. So she's really been a mentor, and I pray that she will live more life and she will live a fulfilled life in Jesus' name. So I just want to quickly ship that about my mom, that there's no one that I can really call a mentor except her.
Well, I think that's great. So, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.